Okay, welcome to the question 2. This question is given today morning on 3rd September. Okay, so this is carrying 15 marks over here. Very huge question. So maybe many of you would have done it. Some of you may not have not done it. But anyway, let me continue with this. And again, I have assumed this for 15 marks is for 15 questions, but I don't know whether I will be able to complete. The larger the video, people will lose interest. So what I will do is I will just divide this into two parts or maybe three parts. Okay, 5 marks each. So it will be something like this. The first question is quite easier. Second question, third question, 4, 5 are quite easier. Then I will divide it. Okay, so it will be given as 3 videos. That would be fine over here. Okay, so let us begin with this. Okay, so a small sphere mounted at the end of a vertical rod dips below the surface of a shallow water in it. There is a water wave which is going on like this, and there is a rod which has been dipped over here. So what will happen? As the water waves goes upwards, the rod will go upwards over here. The sphere is driven up and down by a motor attached to the rod. So what will happen? The rod will go upwards over here. There is a motor which is being connected. So the motor will now start rotating like this over here. Right, and oscillations of the sphere produce traveling waves. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so you are keeping a motor so that the motor, as it starts rotating, okay, so the sphere now dips up and down, and as a result of it, you are creating a wave. Right, you are creating a wave using a motor. Now state what is meant by a progressive wave. What's a progressive wave? Progressive wave is nothing but energy is transferred between 2 points. This is nothing but a progressive wave. This is what you need to write. Okay, so because of using a wave in a wave, right? So this gives you 1 mark. Then second question, the diagram shows how the displacement of the water wave at a particular instant and time varies with distance from the sphere. Here it is distance in millimeter, and this is distance in millimeter. Once again, no time over here, which means this gives you the amplitude, and this, using this you can find out the wavelength. Okay, what is the length of a wave? See, so this is one wave completely like this over here. Okay, what has been asked? Use a diagram to calculate for the wave the amplitude. What is the amplitude here? This will be your amplitude, right? What is this amplitude over here? Which is 1 millimeter. Very, very easy question. So you can just write amplitude is 1 millimeter. Then what is the wavelength? Wavelength, look at the wavelength here. Starts from point here, then finishes half cycle here, goes to the next half cycle here, and then it completes over here. See, if this is 5 and this is 10, this should be 7.5. This should be 7.5 because it's in the middle. Now you see this should be then 6 over here. 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5. So it should be 6 over here. Unit is millimeter. So mention this properly. This should be 6 millimeter should be a wavelength. Okay, then the frequency. How do you find frequency? Frequency, for finding out the frequency, you need the time period, right? So what is being given? Anything is given? It's given. The period of oscillation of the sphere is 0.027 seconds. What is given? Time period is given here. Now, we'll use this to find out the frequency. Frequency f is equal to 1 by t, which should be 1 by 0.027. When I calculate it, where is my calculator? Calculator is here. So I'll calculate this. 1 divided by 0.027 will give me 37 hertz, right? The unit is hertz over here. Let's make cursor. Okay, it's here. So this should be 37 hertz, right? Then the speed. How do you find speed? Speed of a wave is given by v is equal to f lambda. So what is f? 37 hertz. What is lambda? 6 millimeters. 6 millimeters. Write down the units properly, otherwise you will miss it. So 37 multiplied by 6. So 37 multiplied by 6. Let us do this. Star 6. When I do this, you get 222.22, right? So you get the answer as 222.22 millimeter per second. But I will convert this into meters. So when I do this, I get the answer as 0.22 meter per second. So this is the answer. So with this, we directly get 4 plus 1, previous one, 5 marks. We aram se get it. So therefore, 5 marks in 5 minutes. Okay, so let us move on to the next problem. I think I will make a new video on this.